Yeah, sorry. There we go. Ah, crud.
What?
No sound.
There wasn't any sound on everything we already said?
Yeah, you want to do it again?
Holy moly. Well, I guess if they're lip readers, we're in good shape.
Just... Okay. Yeah, you know. Like I said.
I think they
that's
probably...
P over there. And I'm M.
M.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together, we
We
are...
are PM Artist Studio.
There we go.
Boy, I bet y'all were worried we were going to
Do you say hello in the chat so I can say hello back? For the second time. Otherwise, I don't know that you're here. I gave a really good one, too.
It was. I chimed right in with some really brilliant little, you know.
Yeah, I laughed. Yeah, all right, there we go. I'm proud now. Yep, we are. Let me say hello to you guys. But do, if you are new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button. And we were just saying, you know, before I figured out there wasn't any sound, that we really appreciate all the subscribers, even though supposedly, according to YouTube, the subscriber count doesn't necessarily matter, but it sure does make us feel good. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
And then we also are then able to do the subscriber giveaway thing, because that's how we base that. So, you know, and we got a good one. Maya sent us stuff. Colleen. Oh, my poor little brain. I do love me some Colleen.
Yeah,
Yolande, Devin Rex for Art, who is here, hello, has also donated well, she'll buy the Amazon book. I don't have the little thing with me, but whenever we do we're going to go through everything. Promise.
She's just going to have it sent from Amazon.
Yeah, a little printout of it. It looked like a really cool collage book. Very excited about that. So, yes, lots of exciting things happening. Let me go over here into the chat, say hello to everybody. Like I said, say hello in the chat so I can say hello back. We've got Amy, Annabelle. Hello, I believe you, Annabella. You are new. Arkansas Crazy Quilters. That is... Why am my brain is just mush today? Oh, I know why. The Allegra. It makes me feel great, but it makes me just absolutely just...
That's why I don't like to take it.
Poor little
I feel like I'm trying to swim through cotton.
Arkansas
fuzz.
Crazy Quilter is Kristen or Dawn. Why do I mix those up? Art Adventures by Crafty Gal. That's Yuta. Art Curious. That's Miriam. Heather's here. Candy Carol. Hey Carol. Colleen. Love ya. Connie King. Dana. Deb. Devin Frex for Art. That's Yolande. Diane. Eddie. Fran on the Edge. Isabel. Jamie. Janice. Marie. Jeanette. Carrie. Kim. Diane. Man, I am struggling today.
Words are hard.
Words are hard with my poor little brain. On the Allegra. And my mouth is dry. It does that too. Kim Diane, Lynn Nygaard, Lolly Lydia, Martha, Mary, Ellen, Nancy B, Patricia, Paula, and I know there was another Patricia here. We have all the Patricias in the house.
That's a good name.
Ricky Nordmeyer. We've got Sarah Scraps the Beauty by Xandra. Hello, Xandra. Sue Davis, Susan Billieu, Susan Steffens, SWL is here. Tamarie, the Shelley Studio, that's Margot, Tracy LeBouf, and Wendy. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. It's simply that you didn't show up in the list, and that's just because it does timeout and does weird things, and I'm not in charge of that.
I can't get my back button to move on Facebook. It just strands me on somebody's stuff. That's my latest.
Is that your latest gripe in the world? Do you want me to go topside, or do you want to just read to the camera?
I want to read to the camera first because I do not want them to get overly stimulated as I'm reading and not focus on my words. Because there's a lot of really interesting stuff going on here.
Oh, love Patricia's outfit, dressed to the nines. She does, and she looks really good in that blue.
I do. Now I've got little pieces of paint all over me. Okay, here we go. But thank you. Yes, haven't worn these earrings for a long, long time, and the reason was because they were down on Mariah's board, so I had to go down and steal them.
That's right, Susan.
She
says better a foggy brain than a drippy nose. And that is exactly what has been happening. And watery eyes, like I can't even, I mean, it's just like, it just hits me. And I'm like, Brad, it's like, oh my God, what's wrong? I'm leaking.
It happened to me in the middle of the night, and mine it's different because I just wake up all of a sudden and I'm coughing because all of this stuff is gushing down my throat, and I can't stop coughing.
We love talking about our allergies. I don't know if you
and
know
I
that
have
about
to hurry
this
up and
channel.
get to the bathroom before I pee myself, and, with the sneezing, because I know that's coming on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enough about all that business.
All right. Thursday Thoughts, May 25th, 2023.
She looked at what day it was. I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, and I want to talk about now because I should really just do things when I think of them, because if I put them on the back boiler, I leave the fire on and they boil over and I forget about it. And so the other day when we were talking about the mushroom flower, and I said it's the ectoskeleton, and I don't know how to say it, but it's carapace is how you say it. I looked it up and
just makes me want a caprese salad.
Carapace.
That's what makes me think.
So that's what the ectoskeleton is referred to, in proper terms. All right, so this is an article from The Atlantic, to which I am a subscriber. And I actually remembered my password so that I could print out the article.
Hallelujah.
They're kind of a-holes about that. So the actual article is taken from a book titled How to Be More Creative. Subtitle is Breakthroughs Are the Product of Persistence, Not Magic.
Yeah.
By Adam Alter. Okay. So here's the actual article. Refers to this, but anyway. About 10 years ago, the management professors Brian Lucas and Lauren Nordgren encountered a paradox. On the one hand, we recognize that other people are more likely to make creative breakthroughs when they persist. Thomas Edison, for many the personification of creative genius, famously experimented with hundreds of materials before inventing the light bulb. On the other hand, when we feel stuck on a problem, most of us fail to see how successful we'll be if we just keep trying. We tend to believe that our creativity plummets over time, that if our best ideas don't come to us immediately, they won't come at all. Lucas and Nordgren call this misperception the creative cliff illusion. In one experiment, they asked participants to spend 10 minutes generating as many original ideas for things to eat and drink at a Thanksgiving dinner as you can. Afterward, participants were asked to guess how many ideas they would come up with during a second 10-minute period. Most expected to generate far fewer ideas the second time around, but in fact they produced just as many during the second period, 66% more than they had guessed. And those were rated by other people as more creative than the initial ideas. Lucas and Nordgren found the same pattern over and over again. People underestimated the value of persistence when coming up with unusual uses for a cardboard box, thinking of ad slogans for a burger chain, forming words by unscrambling letters, and finding thematic links between seemingly unrelated words. Even experts weren't immune. Professional comedians mistakenly believed that their ability to write punchlines and funny cartoon captions would decline over time. This article has been adapted from Alter's new book. Though we tend to think our ability to come up with ideas is easily exhausted, and I have this highlighted, we actually get more creative the longer we focus on a problem or a task. One major reason for this is known as the serial order effect. Each successive creative idea we have is likely to be better than the one that came before.
I don't know about that. Here's my thought, a little thought on that. You know, when you write out the most amazing comment, and then Facebook or YouTube also does this to you, and then you lose it, and then I'm like, I can't write that again. Just saying. Sometimes I feel that way.
I do agree with that. I
don't know that the next one gets better. I'm usually just peeved that I...
Well, I think probably the peevishness is what gets in your way of writing the next one. But
just let it go.
Yeah. I've done that. I don't know how many times, you know, written out this 2-paragraph thing that you thought was absolutely brilliant, and then end up, you know, hitting the wrong button.
Hey, Gayla.
You know, that happens.
Gayla said, I came in on the word genius. How appropriate.
There you go. Here's my next one. Fluent. Okay. Also, we associate mental difficulty with futility. Not so. But muddling through bad ideas is a necessary step in the creative process. The first solutions that come to mind tend to be either pre-existing ideas or popular wisdom.
Just got to flush out the crap.
Exactly. You know, yeah. And don't use the low water toilets. These are the paths of least resistance. Though avoiding them requires some work, it's the surest way to find original ideas that elude our default assumptions and strategies. Instead of interpreting difficulty as a sign of failure, we should see it as a harbinger of solutions.
Love it.
Now, I think the mushroom flower bears that out, because this was one of the last ones that I was working on.
It was also mine. I don't know if I've mentioned that.
Okay, there's another one of mine in the same series that's in there, but it didn't make it to this degree of
love and care.
Love and care and detail. This was just,
Thank you,
well, number one, it was big. Remember, it started out a lot bigger than the other one. Yeah. And we all agreed that most of the time bigger is better.
Well, size matters. That's all.
Size matters, yeah. Enough said. Okay, so that's my article today. And I just thought I would, let you know, just because you're an older person, you've had lots of prior ideas, you still got a whole bunch more. And the lovely thing about it is you can pull all that stuff, from way back and reuse it. Mix it up a little bit.
Oh, we do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I need to put that someplace where I'm not going to.
Shall I go topside?
I may want to reference that at another date. Okay, yes. And someone had requested that I put things into the technology, as Mariah always says.
And see, I was messing with the cameras. That's why it was like that.
What?
Nothing.
My head was big?
Yeah, I was just messing with things. Gonna smack her.
Okay, here it is. I'm technologying it. And I do, really. I'm very thrilled with how this turned out, but it was a lot of layers of... Remember, this was one of the tissue paper ones. Was this the tissue paper one? Yeah, it was. And then layers of paint, layers of colored pencil, and more paint and colored pencil. So, yeah, if you can see how thick it is. It's really thick. Really? It has a lot of depth and whatnot. Now, its stem... Its stem, I'll show you the stem separately, was a paint mixing thing that was on the plate, and I just pulled it with turquoise, and then I used the flow improver with some more paint to kind of make the little streaky things, which I thought worked out really nice. Look at those nice little lines in there.
Do you guys like that better? Here, hold on. I'm going to switch. Just leave it there for a second. I'm playing with some settings. I don't like that as much. It's kind of dark, but y'all let me...
Now what?
They like the brighter. Okay. Turning the brighter on. All right. Proceed.
Proceed. Okay. Enough said about that. Okay. I just told Mariah this morning, I said, you know, I'm kind of ready to give the flowers just a little bit. Ooh, what happened?
Hold on.
Did you lose everybody?
Well, I'm messing with things. I didn't realize it was going to actually do things like that.
Well, what did it do? Turn me purple?
No.
Red?
It just moved the camera. But if you'll hold your hand up to the camera, it'll refocus. Down there. It's better. I don't know how to turn that off. You'll be fine. Keep going.
This is all really important stuff, and I don't know if I'm getting...
You're good.
I am?
Yeah. I'll let you know when to get it back into focus. Show your stuff.
I'm not having high levels of confidence
I
here.
see that.
I'm wondering if this is going to be I'm going to be doing a replay in 20 minutes, and I don't know how much I want to put into the first round.
I hear you.
Okay. I guess you just have to trust the...
Yeah, trust the process.
Yeah. Okay. Is this the front? Yeah, okay, this is the front. On these accordion books, sometimes I get really confused about front and back, and that's why you want to make them different, because if you make them the same, then you're really confused.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I thought, and I know this is kind of a rationalization because I just wanted to do some gel printing today. Really wanted to.
Right.
Because it's been a while that I've really done any gel printing. We've just been, you know, mucking about with this and that. So I decided that, you know, we decided all together it was not a good idea to glue down the inside stuff before figuring out what we're going to do on the background, because when we lay it out and we're turning it over and flipping and flopping, there's a high degree of possibilities that something's going to get bent over and mucked up. Yeah. So we're just going to, you know, give that a rest and work on some papers for the back.
Yeah.
I don't have enough to do the back anyway. So I thought, well, this is an ample opportunity to bring in some new stencils. Mainly I want to work with the one that Brad did with the optical illusion thing, because it's straight edges rather than curved. And I really thought, you know, that's going to be, you know, a nod to diversity in that it's taking one aspect of your design and making it into another. That's my thought. And that's where we're going with that. Okay. Always be prepared to modify your plan. I don't know that that's going to work, but that's what we're going to be doing today. But first I have some things to show you. Some really good things.
Hiccup.
Really good things.
So she says.
So I say.
Hello, Anne.
Cheers. Oh, man, that's good stuff. Okay. So, first of all, I found these when I was looking for something else, and I knew I would. So please contact me. I can't remember who asked for.
I think it was Evie. That was my feeling. Let me know if I'm, you know.
Yes. Okay. Evie, if you want these, you let me know, because you are first on the list. And if Evie doesn't want them and somebody else does, that, you know, if you already have the cardboard pieces that I cut out from the actual box the beer came in.
Because we sent it out to 2 different people.
We did.
And I'm pretty sure Evie was one. I kind of feel like maybe Marsha Markle was one of the others.
Okay, well, I've got 2 of them, and they're, you know, I did a really bang-up job. This one's kind of got a little bit of stuff on the back, but, you know, it's okay. All right, let me know. Put that over there. Okay. So I have kind of been neglecting my, and I'm still working on the 3-item swap thing. I haven't forgotten about it. And I did have some ideas. And remember, I did some transfers that were...
You know that is for June, so it's not like...
Oh, good. Oh, well, that's taking a lot of pressure off. But now I do need to do my ATCs for this month. And that's coming up.
Yeah.
So, good thing I really focused on that. All right. So, downstairs the other day, I was sitting down with Josh, my grandson, and our mat scraper. He shows up and does work on
Saturdays and Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Hopefully we'll get him to come over more during the summer. And, well, I was going to say, because remember I told you I had kind of a little, we're going to see if he'll come over this Sunday and stream with us. And then we might have him come and stream while I'm away.
Yes, he can sit where Mariah is, and I can do my thing over here, and he can do comments, and he's a sweet, wonderful child. And
we just don't know how his multitasking and talking abilities.
Yeah. Oh, you just, I think that he will be fine. He's a little nervous.
Maybe. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be. All right. So this is sort of inspired by Fran because I watched one of her. It was 2 or 3, maybe 4. I don't always catch all of her videos because I'm one of these people that even when I go to workshops or something, I have to bring something with me to do. And usually that's when I doodle and fiddle and that sort of thing because I can't just sit there. Otherwise I get antsy and
pantsy.
And I have to, get up and go to the bathroom a lot. Because most of those things bore me to tears. Not to say that about yours, Fran. They always are very... But the problem with yours is you hit on something and I'm going, oh my gosh, I've got a great idea. I'm going to do this. So then you lose me because I'm gone.
I think she does that too. Because a lot of times she'll be like, oh, okay, I got to go get some stuff. Or, I've seen her do that. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Because I do think that that's
Hi,
Laura. How sometimes creatives work. Not
yes.
always, but yeah. That's our motive.
Even Devin says, so diplomatic, Pete. She stepped it in foot and mouth. She wasn't really thinking about it.
No, it doesn't have... I'm not reflecting badly on the content of whatever. Yeah. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. But what I was mainly talking about was teacher meetings. Oh my God. You talk about just...
Yeah, Fran takes notes, then runs off.
Yeah. Anyway, so I do...
Is this the other Fran P is talking about? Sure.
Okay, so she did this thing with collagraphs. And I thought it was absolutely wonderful. And then I'm sitting downstairs with Josh, and he's scraping the mats, and all these little pieces are just flying all over. And I'm kind of, snapping. I'm not really snatching them out there because I'm not that fast. But, they're on the dark table, so the contrast is great, and I can see them. So I'm just kind of pulling them over towards me. And I just found these one pieces, and I'm going to put this up in the technology. Is that a good place?
Yes, and people are very grateful for the, when you bring it up into the technology.
Now, I know they are.
A little bit my way. Just a little, there you go. Perfect. Perfect.
So, I found these little pieces, and I just started gluing them down to the ATC cards. And I thought, well, I can do something with these later. And I just stuffed them back in the box and came downstairs. That's good, right?
Oh, why did it do that? Oh, you need to move it down. It's freaking it out. And I didn't do anything that time.
Okay, now.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, it's coming back in. I shall turn these settings off later, but I don't want to mess it all the way up. Oh, shush. It's fine now.
Oh, shush. This is... Okay. All right, so these are the prints that I pulled.
I was trying to work on a manual zoom situation, and I have not figured that out quite yet. And I don't know why it was doing what it just did a second ago.
Is it, are we okay now?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so this is the print, this side, right-hand side, is the print I pulled from this little jobber. Okay? Mm-hmm. But then I, of course, wasn't happy with it, so I came back in and did some color. What?
So I talked to Brad about the fact that I was doing these setting things, and I thought I'd turned it off, by the way. Obviously, it has kept some things, and I don't really totally understand all that, but... so he says, please, and then Devin keeps saying, hashtag, I told her not to. It's trending in the chat.
Okay, so what I thought that these, and of course now I've got 4.
I'm not going to do that.
Which I don't know. I'm really loving this one a lot because, and I just don't know that I can give it up. It might be what Fran calls the keeper, and I'll have to dig another one out.
Don't pull it all the way down like that, because that's what starts making the camera think that it needs to go that way. You need to keep it over here towards me. There you go. Perfect. Doing good. You're doing fantastic. I really appreciate your understanding and compassion.
I'm looking for something sharp to stab you with.
I know. I saw you looking around. Yes, have some of that. It'll make things better today, for sure. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think I'm going to, I drew these off, Mariah, and they're a little bit bigger, but you've got the cutter. If we put these on the back where I've drawn them out, I don't think we're going to have to do much except just...
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. I just gotta...
Did we lose it?
There we go. Okay. That should hopefully get things back in. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to read this. And I wrote it down, so I must read it. All right. On this one here, now I'm going to hold it up into the technology while I read the... As soon as I do-si-do with my hands here. Is that a good place?
Yes.
Okay, number 1.
Well, a little bit down towards you. There you go.
Okay, the first thing is I pulled the holograph, right? Mm-hmm. And it looked exactly like this, the colors. Mm-hmm. Looked exactly like that. Everybody got that?
Your way. And then towards the brayer.
She's giving me conflicting go-tos here.
Well, because I look at the camera and I'm like, oh, wait.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're perfect right there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I was just going to leave it because I thought, oh, it looks pretty cool. Got that cool smooshy tree shape up there. See that cool smooshy tree shape? What?
I'll tell you now, since I do think that I totally have it fixed, because I turned off all the settings, and I'm just going to have to, yeah. Well, so what would happen is it follows you. Like, so there's something in, yeah. So when you would bring something down towards your lap, the camera would actually follow you, so we're getting lap shots.
Well, thank God I'm all zipped up and everything
today,
and don't have anything hanging out.
She checks.
Sometimes I have shirts that have big old holes down here.
Yes.
And I think
this is a new shirt. It's
good.
This
is a new shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
And they have commented on how nice, they really like your shirt. They're getting more shots of your shirt than they ever have.
To hell with the artwork. Let's get some shirt shots.
Shirt shots.
Shirt shots.
Mm-hmm. Shirt shot. Mm-hmm.
Shirt shot. Yeah.
I did not get a new camera. I figured out that you can play with settings over in the video effects area of the computer. But it obviously is not going well for me. Although I will tell you, it was like doing some very awesome things to your skin, like just really like.
Oh yeah,
the filtering. Oh yeah.
Well, hell's bells.
But then you get lap shots and weird shit, sugar biscuits. We're gonna go with allergy medicine. This really messes with me.
Can I read this?
Please. I'm just gonna...
I think I'm trying to make it through this. I'm not holding the damn thing up there.
I told you we should have made
I'm done.
It should have been comedy today. We were just contemplating. We went with education.
We went with education. It's educational. Number 1. On this thing, I gel painted the whole print. It looked a lot like this one. If you can imagine this one and this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With nickel azo gold. Okay, that color right there. That was all over this one. And number 2, darkened certain areas with transparent red iron oxide, cerulean blue, and anthraquinone blue. That's how I got that color. Isn't that remarkable? I think it's quite. And the pickup print is from the Colograph. Okay, you want me to do one?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that certainly would make way more sense. And we've got, the camera seems to not be moving and doing weird things, so.
Excellent.
Yep.
Now, this is what else is really great about this. Mariah, I'm going to hand you those so that you can...
Oh, you want me to glue it down, don't you?
Well, I do, but not right now. Well, I guess you can be working on that if you want to. I don't really care. But I'm going to do 2. Yeah, you can.
Hey, and if y'all ever want one of these, or,
yeah,
1 or 2, and you place an order, just say, I would like some of those Christmas postcards. They're quite wonderful. We have a million of them. We don't have a million, but we got 1,000. We overall we had 1,000.
But we only had to pay for 500.
Yeah, because they screwed up the printing.
Yeah. Okay, now this isn't the plate I used because
Yeah.
I've got mucky stuff on it. Yeah, this looks better. Okay. I like to have a little bit more wiggle room here on these, so that I can get it down there. So let's try a different color combination, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Heather.
I really, when I'm doing these pickup prints, I like to use heavy body because I think that it stays moist longer. And I might even go with open. So let's do some Prussian blue.
Well, do you want me to, or did you already say this? Do you want me to wait until you have the other 2?
No.
And I can glue them down as
No,
well?
are you looking at where I drew? There are lines there.
Why?
Because I want it to pick up a certain part of it. See, she's not. No, she was not listening.
I wasn't.
She was not listening.
Why do you want that?
Because I want it. Just
like you want that part to show on the back is what you're saying. So like glue it like this.
Yeah.
So that's the back.
Mm-hmm. But that's why I have the lines, and it's a little bit bigger so that you can trim it.
It's very wasteful.
I don't really give a rat
Sugar biscuit
about that because we've got 2 boxes of things and they ain't getting any younger.
I don't think that they're going anywhere either.
Well, I know, but paper breaks down. That's what I'm going with. Getting rich. I'm telling you what.
Struggle today.
Huh?
It's a struggle today.
Okay. Well, this is looking kind of like America the Beautiful. That's all right. We'll get some stuff.
Maybe, Fran.
What?
It just says, is it Fran Boston I should be looking for? I think she's still further back in the stream. I think hers lags. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have noticed this or not, but in any of the streams, like, when I'm watching a stream, every once in a while I'll notice, like, you know what? I'm going to hit the live thing. So that way it spins me up to, the most recent. Because what will happen is it sort of builds up more and more of a lag. So then you got further back, and then chat's kind of weird sometimes to you. It's like, that didn't really make sense. You guys understand what I'm saying?
You got that?
Got that?
Get my cards ready here.
Okay, she's now current. Okay, very good. Very good.
Well, I struggle with that stuff too.
Yeah, she does. I'll hear her because she'll be on your stream, and I'm like, once you hit the live thing, 'cause you were like way far behind.
Because I'm like commenting on something that happened 15 minutes ago.
Plus, it takes her a while to type anyway. I'm like, that is like way gone.
I told somebody that. I said, oh my God, by the time I type in something, you know, everybody's gone home, said bye.
It was a really great comment.
Yeah, I want to make sure that it got in there, even though it isn't relevant. Because of time-wise, it's long since expired.
Ugh.
And I used to watch those, and I would say, no, friend, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to attempt to bring these up to the technology.
Oh, Deb, it'll be in your bottom left corner, or it should be now on mobile and stuff.
Let me turn this
know
so
that.
that this is going the same way here. Now, the little, you know, weird flower things didn't come off so great. Okay, Mariah, let me know. Am I in the right place?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, now part of it is the paper, the little cards here, they're watercolor. And they're ever so slightly textured. It's not the full-on watercolor paper, but it does have texture to it. But I love what's going on over here. I think that is amazing. I think this was kind of poopy-doopy. I come in and do some definite, I might even print over that. But, you know, you don't get a good one every time.
I know that's right.
C'est la vie, just the way life is. Okay. So now you know that you can use those pieces and parts we have bags full of.
Yes, and we've got to get... Brad and I have been collecting bags. We need to just get them in the shop. You know, I don't know what the price point
I did a
is,
whole
but-
bunch of black...
Yeah, well, your bags were a little fatter, so that also... And
Oh.
so Brad and I were weighing ours out, so ours are pretty, like, spot on, and at least...
Well, I didn't have a weighing...
got fat
I
bags.
didn't have a weighing device at the time that I was doing that.
Well,
Nor
it's
did
kinda-
anyone offer me a
Well,
weighing device.
it's kind of like the cooks, you know? Like, a lot of cooks, after a while, they can measure out. I think they usually do that in those cooking shows where they're like...
I did. My bags are pretty uniform. They're just fat.
Just didn't give her the notice.
You know, the whole thing was... The later ones were fatter than the beginning ones because I was like, okay, I'm really tired of doing this, you know, after bag 16. I'm ready to do something else. Yeah, my attention span's not that long.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, let's do a little... We're going to do a little remedial work over this one. And then at the same time, we're going to try to get another...
Here, you want to show the
Oh, yes,
folks
please,
at
ma'am.
home? I don't know that I should be operating this thing, but...
Okay, look at that. Now, it has nothing to do with the front, but I'm going to show you what we do about that. Did you do the other one?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, that's all right. You don't have to. I just think I wanted them to see that, you know, this is... And this is an original print using
You only-
alcohol ink.
Drew out one. Oh, no, I see the other one now. Okay. I was only...
I thought it would be a really cool background. Okay.
It is.
So, what are we doing here? Let's get a little...
Hi, Belinda, and hello, Lynn. I'm sorry you're feeling under the weather, but yes, as Christy Hartman said, well worth checking out the beginning of the stream. It's a little bit of a hot mess, but, you know, sometimes that's hysterical.
Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Oh, that was quite the bubble. Oop. I think there was more paint there than you realized, too.
I think so. I might have to be doing some brayer offs over here. Some kind of... Oh, that wasn't too much, I think.
Oh, yes, and those of you that are coming in, do give those thumbsy upsies if you're new to the channel. Subscribe. Some days are better than others.
Yeah. Just give us a chance, okay?
Yeah.
Give us a chance.
Hit a couple of streams.
Yeah, at least. Well, and I feel like I'm not wasting this paint because I'm putting it down on my brayer off over here. And you all know that eventually I will use that for something. Something.
Oh, goodness. Hope you're all right, Fran. She says she's all right. She hit her head on the mantle.
Dear. You know, I was in the car once driving and having allergies. And I sneezed so hard that I whacked my head on the steering wheel. And this is back before the days of, you know, such padded devices as, you know. And I mean, I had a big old knot in the middle of my forehead from the said adventure. All right, let's see if that is going to leave it. Oh, yes, much better. All right, now I'm going to just pull that with this. Oh, we've got a bit.
Wow, Brad.
What?
That was a whole lot of off topic, but he is sad. He's been loving Ted Lasso. And it is a really good show. He keeps trying to get me back into the media room and watch it with him some more, but I don't know. Ooh. As good as it is, I'm tired and just kind of want to veg on, like, you know, YouTube-y.
Well, I don't know that that helped it all that much, but at least I have an interesting color to work with there. Let's see what happened here. What? Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's lovely. I like that.
This is kind of ho-hum. And I didn't get it on there enough. I mean, it's right on the edge. I think I'd trim that off and that'll still qualify.
ATC size.
ATC size. All right, well, you get the idea of what's going on here. I just noted we had some lifting here on my... Oh, maybe it got gooed back down. Hey, but this guy's looking really good. Okay, before we go on, I'm just going to do a quick...
Oh, yeah. Devin says she's very cool. She needs to do her some collograph. Oh.
Yeah, collograph.
Collograph. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you need more UPO, just shout out and we can.
You need some bits.
If you need some bits, we got them.
I think I hooked her up with some bits.
Hmm?
She asked for them on her last.
All right, we're going to alter the...
Are the cards in layers? So, here, show this up in the technology. This is like the card without another card stuck to it. They are considered, like, they call this like trifecta because it's basically 3 sheets glued together, but they do it at the print shop, and so, like, they are sandwiched. These are particularly fun. You don't really see it. It's a little bit of a shame, but I still was like, I'm going to do it anyway. But there's a little bit of a shimmer to the edge of them. They are a pearl. This is, and these particular ones have a texture. They're like a laid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I want this to be more yellow.
Well, I think you would be better off going more. Can I see it? Can you
sure.
Flip. I think you would be more likely to hit your oranges or perhaps even like a tealy green.
Already got tealy green.
I know. It would bump that up and then cover up the pinky stuff. Or if you want the pinky stuff to go orange.
Well, I think you might be right. So what I'm thinking maybe is quinacridone nickel azo gold.
Because if you were trying to hit yellow, there really wasn't enough yellow on there to bump it into yellow. And then
it's more of a yellow-green anyway. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah. And I agree.
Oh, the cards have Yupo glued to the top, so that's what's creating the definition, the patterns.
Can I get these on here at the same time? Look at that.
Oh, that's perfect.
It may have taken a little bit of more time, and you know, you got to remember, the stuff dries very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. All right, well, let's just see what we got. Yes. Okay, see the difference? I think it's just amazing what that little bit of transparent.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is that because this is that textured surface, you're getting what?
Deb C says her daughter was visiting her, saw the little envelopes of Yupo pieces I had tucked away in my treasure bits and bobs bin, and asked me if you guys shipped all your trash to the customers.
Only if they ask.
Only if they ask.
Discerning
And we
customers.
might start charging for it.
Discerning customers. Dude.
Because it does up the shipping. Like, it weighs.
It has weight. Yes.
Has weight. So, you know, we try to kind of balance it out. And
okay, now I don't know if my trading partner is out there, but I don't know that she's necessarily going to get these because I think they're really quite brilliant. And it just depends.
she will release, you know, she'll find 3, but...
Oh, yeah. I definitely. And
Who is your...
I think they could come from...
Who is your ATC? Sorry, I was just looking.
I really, you know, I didn't know who she... I didn't know her from our group. It was a new person.
Because Colleen was, is your June swap person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, God, I hope I don't drop this thing. It could be like a whole
Yes.
different, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I write these people's names down because I can't remember. Crap. Okay. 0523, 3 swap. Carla Grayson.
Oh, yeah. I think she's new to the group.
Yeah, she is. Well, I hope she's not disappointed. I mean,
and I don't know that I've seen Carla in a live stream, so she may not even see what you're doing. So that's all right.
Yeah, she
won't
won't
be
be all. Yeah. Oh, if she watches reruns, though, we're in deep trouble. Okay, now I did.
Oh, don't say that. I think we're past that. SWL. The Mercury. No, this is just Allegra. And bourbon.
But I do. Yeah. I do think this is looking quite stunning.
I like how it kind of glows. The middle one, it's glowing.
Well, it has a layer of there's a layer of gold that I painted on there at one point. This one has some gold on the circles, which is kind of showing through a little bit. Watch.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah.
So, yeah. And the thing about this is if I send it to someone, they can actually make more prints with it. So, it's like a win-win.
Yeah.
Win-win-win. And then these are really quite nice, and I think that they would benefit from some more, you know, collaging and whatnot.
Well, if you had some more bits,
I could actually put the bits on top of this.
Yeah, a whole nother layer of things.
A whole nother layer. Yeah. Good idea, Mariah.
You got bits. I know you do.
I got bits. Boy, do I have bits. And I think these are really cool. Go ahead and, you know, glue these down onto some of this stuff right away. And then I can mess about and work with them.
Oh, I can't do the Zyrtec. Zyrtec makes me a zombie.
Oh, yeah, I can't either. I turn into a total...
Yeah, I just got to take that and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm down for the count. All right, Mariah, I'm going to hand you these because if I put them over here, there's a high likelihood that they will disappear into the...
Yeah.
nether regions.
I don't know. I got some piles of my own happening over here.
Okay, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, yes, and I posted in Makers.
We have. That's a stamp from it. And look, Brad was so cool.
You gotta hold it up into the technology because it's really like, because it's just black and it just looks like a little black piece of foam.
And I'll show you them. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Brad, what did you end up calling that one? Because we talked about like what kind of shell it was. And we couldn't call it the poop shell. I don't know how many people are searching online. I'm really looking for a poop-like shell.
Why did you send these up here with an old card?
Because I just need something to scoop them all up.
Oh, here's the starfish. Here's
Tracy placed her order.
A nautilus, and here's another nautilus.
Oh, he just called it seashell.
The pea shell? Pea shell?
Seashell.
Oh, God, that sounds terrible. Glad he didn't call it that. And I was insistent on him putting, because this is one of my original stamps that, I know.
Stompy Rocks.
Stompy Rocks, and it was created.
You got to hold it up a little further in there so that way it'll fit. There we go.
It was created from, I made Izzy a dinosaur. And then she mucked it all up, so I just crinkled it all up, you know, just wadded it up. And this is what came out.
And then, see, that turned into papers. It's been used for patterns in multiple of the printable and also laser prints.
Yeah.
It has been turned into, I think there are 3 variations of stencils or masks that have been based upon that. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, these are in the shop.
Hi, Darcy.
I think they have been in the shop, right, Mariah?
Yes, as of yesterday. Like late
I don't
yesterday.
know if that's my hair, Bullet's hair. It's about the same length now.
It's a chocolate croissant.
There you go. Could be that, too.
Like a little, those little, what do you call it? You know, the Pillsbury Doughboy. Poppin' fresh.
Oh, that's funny.
Hee hee.
That's funny. Alrighty. Anyway.
Are you gonna...
Old card. Yeah, we're gonna jump
like some serious jump.
Yeah. Not messing around and dink-donking and...
Dink-donking.
You know. But I think that I thought that was... You know, I just did this because I was sick of the flowers. And I just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
She needs a little break.
And I thought, oh my gosh, well, I'm supposed to have ATCs done before the end of the month. What day is today? It's 25th. See, I only have 5 days left to get it to her. I guess does it count if it's postmarked?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to be one of those.
Plus, you get a lot of...
I don't want to be a slacker.
I know, but you get a little leeway in the group, too. People know that, yeah, they know.
Thank you. It's coming, Carla. Promise.
So, Colleen, if Carla reaches out, just let her know that's Queen Bee. She gets kind of extra allowances.
Okay. Now, I got to get all of these out here because we're going to use all of them. And... Oh my God, stuff sticking to the bottom of the radishes on the floor. Okay, so we're going to start off. Well, we've got an absolutely lovely thing going on here. I don't know that that's going to show up.
All right, you have like kind of scooted everything. You need to scoot your chair more towards the middle. And then you can scoot everything over. Because like we're seeing all of your brayer off, which normally we don't.
You're seeing all of this?
All of that.
Why?
Like I said, I played with settings. It's doing things. Plus, you also move.
Do you want me to change the camera angle?
Do not touch that camera. Throw some things at you.
Now, see, that wasn't a very hard thing, but it could have been dangerous and hit me in the eyeball, and then I would have had to wear a patch. Okay, now do I want to start off with this one? I can't remember. So I got to look at all of them first, sorry. Okay, no, I want to start out with the fat one first.
Yeah.
Fat lines first. Remember that?
Yep.
Fat lines first. FF. Well, that's my philosophy. I don't know if that's ever, and I don't know if that is even, you know, like a thing. Okay, so we have to focus for a minute. We want this to be things that have, you know, just a little bit of a wink and a nod to the stuff on the other side. We don't want it to look like it came from different countries.
Right.
You know, across the world. We want it to look like, you know, it's right here. Okay. Mexico and Texas. You know, not Texas and
Right.
the Antarctic. Okay. Got the idea.
Yeah.
We're starting off with the fat ones because the fat ones are going to leave the lines, right? Got that. Okay. Everybody's on board here. Good. So what do I want? I'm going to go with some transparent red iron oxide. You can't go wrong with transparent red iron oxide. Okay, you cannot laugh like that and not share.
Okay, so I moved you because I want to see the entire gel plate. So I moved your little pecan over.
That thing?
Yeah, I moved it over and into the corner above the brayer off. And so now, so Devin says now P is going to get brayering her face off. It, you know, it goes behind you, but yeah. It's in the brayer area. I figured the more interesting thing is the gel plate.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, I agree. All right, now you can see that it isn't going down in there very good right now. Not very happy with that. So we'll just get some squishy stuff and put that down and help it out a little bit. And we have good adhesion because remember this is the first time we're using the stencil, so we don't have to worry about it not sticking or lifting. Plus this is we don't have any wispy parts here. We've got good, yeah, because I don't want to waste my paint. Does that look like I have a pretty good coverage there? I think so. I am going to go ahead and take a print. Ah, that's wonderful color. Because I do need, I'm going to use old prints back here that I already have, but I need 3 new ones because I only have 5 that I can use. So this might be one of them. It's really interesting. Oh, just a sec, I've got to put down my table.
All right, Devin, no worries. Okay, see, Kathy appreciates seeing the whole plate.
She appreciates seeing the whole plate? Well, good. Well, we did have a little bit of oopsie whoopsie there, right there.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, I see mushed out.
Okay, I'm going to use the back side.
Oh, what do we call this one? I should probably put a link into the, shop. Y'all want to know what? This is the hexagonal dashes.
All right, let's see what that's doing to this. See if we are liking this. Well, I think it's a little soon to tell, but now I'm just going forward, and this is really not a good practice, when you're gel plating, to just keep whatever, but, we don't really care. It's not a big factor here. Okay, I gotta put that someplace where I can get it out of here because I have to reach other. Okay, open. Naples yellow. Opaque.
One of her favorites.
One of my favorites. Now it's going to smush around the pattern that's already on there. We don't care about that. We're just trying to...
Keep moving on me.
What?
Crazy. I'm trying to keep you in the little square, but you do a lot of moving.
Oh, that's lovely. Simply lovely. But no, I don't want to do that. Okay, because this is opaque, I'm going to pull it on a new one, but remember, we still need, and I'm hoping that I can go back and forth here on my plates, on my big plates. Now see, that's a cool looking background.
Oh, yes, I do like that.
That's a cool looking background. Okay, we're going to bust out Big Bertha here.
She often does.
What?
You're refusing to be held inside a box.
Oh. Well, I think you just need a wider angle. You know, we've discussed this before, and I don't know why, you know, it hasn't been received in the manner in which I have.
Righto.
You know, I have solutions, but
it's only as good as the person listening. Yeah.
My creds are a little bit lacking in a lot of areas that, you know, it's like, God, that's a nice color, isn't that?
It is.
I want to.
It's like butterscotch.
I want to lick it.
Yeah. Makes me want to, you know, a Werther's or something.
Yeah.
Do you have any of those?
Uh-huh. I do. But I don't have time to be fetching candy for you right now, Ma. Just going to have to suck it up. Buttercup. Okie dokie. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm getting these down good today.
No worries, Janice Marie. Thank you. Get yourself some sleep.
All right, I'm pulling this up. Yeah, no, I'm not.
No?
Well, I want to turn it over and look at it first.
Let's see what those crackles are about.
Oh my, that's going to be lovely. Okay, we're not doing anything that. We need to get that whole thing up.
Oh yeah, they're yummy.
Oh, I got some really bad.
Yeah, you're wrinkling big time
wrinkling
today.
there. That's not necessarily good, but I think it came out okay. All right, I like that. Where's my next stencil I want to do? What?
So Fran says my brayer off sheet is about 4 times the size of peas. And Gayla says, Fran, that's a strange thing to brag about. Size matters.
Size matters. Hey, I'm a very this is the.
I think Fran also has a little bit larger area.
She does.
Or her desk is. Now, whether or not what she's done, you know, she does have a lot of stuff on there. I've seen it.
But look at that. I'm taking that away right now because that is a keeper.
But her available space.
Available space. Now, I need to remember I've got these things back here and stop grabbing paper.
Francis, it wasn't a brag, Gayla. It was a confession.
There you go.
Paul is saying Jenkins. I don't know if she just wanted me to say Jenkins or not.
And now here's what I love about.
I think she's keeping to the yellows, right? Are you keeping
Yes, and this is the Naples. Look at that lovely, lovely sort of satiny patina that you get with that. I love that. Just love that. Okay, I want some gray on top of that.
I'm gonna come over there and mess with the camera.
What?
Nothing.
Is it? Am I good?
You are. Just, you know.
Is this better?
You're fine. I love it.
Is this better?
You're good. You're good right there. Just stay right there.
Right there. Well, I don't know why you give me this funny look.
Well, it's more about, like, I think I needed to scoot the actual thing over. I don't know.
What's the thing?
You know, the camera business.
Oh, this up here.
Yeah, I think I needed to scoot it. I think I went too far over this away.
Oh, well, I can fix that.
Don't.
There. How about that?
That's fine. Don't touch it.
Oh!
She likes to mess with me. Mess with the camera.
Okay, this is cheap, cheap paint. Deco Art. Dazzling Metallic. And it's kind of, you know, it's not, I like to use it because it's sort of transparent unless some of the other stuff come through.
Yeah, semi-transparent.
Yeah. Oh boy, I felt splatters on that.
It's because of the design. It causes it to flick up. Now this one is the Diamond Tooth. I'll put a link.
Oh, I can't tell because I can't see through my paper. And I got a lot of wrinkles. That's okay.
Ooh. I like that a lot.
I think that's done. I'm calling that one done. All right, now I need to do that on this one, just plain. And see, I can still pull prints on here and hopefully not pull up my cool pattern that I've got, so that the very end, when I'm ready to just give it up, I can put something down to pull up those wonderful crackly lines that are underneath.
Oh, have you watched Eddie's latest video?
I haven't really watched anything. I've just been flowering and leafing.
It's ATC. She was a little grumpy today, and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" She's like, "I'm just not feeling flowers." I said, "Well, then let's do something different. Take a little break."
I'm done, but I'm really not done, and I do want to be done.
But just pushing through something just to get it done usually doesn't
it does not go well, especially, you know. Oh!
I love that too. Like that a lot.
See, that's that lovely semi-transparent
Deco Art Silver.
Deco Art Silver. And I think we've kind of got a thing going here. So what I'm going to do...
Plus, you really did need to get more papers done for the back side.
I did, because
especially for my vision.
I didn't have enough.
Yeah, for my vision. Sugar
It's
biscuits.
okay. I can fetch it. I don't really need it right now.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to go ahead.
Almost fell in the mold.
I'm trying to make this just a tiny bit more transparent. With my, then I hope, because it's matte, we never know.
Oh, that it'll dull it out.
But I'm thinking that's still going to be okay, because it's going to become more of a gray than a silver, and I think that's okay. I'm down with that.
Yeah, doodling, and Darcy just did her doodle video, and I think, you know, she kept catching herself like not talking, because like when you doodle and you draw
in your brain, yes.
Yeah. And then so Fran was talking about that she's really loving her doodling on her inky spots, but she's fearful that it's dead boring to watch.
It's very hard for me, and then that's why I'm so ever so thankful for Mariah over there. All right, I think this is nice too.
I love that.
I'm just having a hard time getting things to.
I hear you. It's
lie down and, you know. Okay, I'm not done with that yet, but I need to let that dry.
Yeah.
Completely.
There's a wee bit of paint on that.
Yeah, there is. Okay, we've got some more things back here that we need to address. Now we're going to bring in. Did I use this one already?
Well, yeah, it's the one in the, yeah. That's the 8x10. Got a 9x12 and an 8x10.
Yeah, okay. I still want to continue with this because I get more out of it. Okay. Now, we've got this business here. And we've got this side. And then we've got this side. Let's try gold.
Okay. Gold, gold?
Yeah. Bright gold. Again, it's not the high dollar stuff. It's deco art.
No worries, Paul.
Totally affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind, you know, using lots of it. It's not like it's... I don't know what I'm saving that golden for. I don't really even like it. The fluid metallics. I mean, it's not that I don't like them. It's just that, honestly...
Look at that spatter.
Yeah, I can feel it on my
Yeah,
skin.
you can see it even over on the brayer off. The spatter off.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you can.
We should probably put a little note on this stencil. It says, will cause spattering.
Yeah, that's probably going to fall down over. Okay, which side? Let's do this side, since it's got the small flowers on it. And it's, you know, I want them kind of to show through, but I don't want them to show through just like totally.
Yeah. I think doodling videos are ones that
Maybe you should play music.
Do really well as a recorded process video sped up. Because it's like, you know what's going on. There isn't any specialty like little, you know, oh hey, you know, I need to talk about this kind of thing. Doodling is doodling. It is very entertaining to watch, but I like it in a sped up. And that's why even when we did our Doodle Bomb videos and stuff, I put it to music and sped it up. No reason for us to yammer on about it.
Yeah, we came back and talked about it, right?
No, I didn't even do that on the process part of it. Just put it to some music and be done.
Okay. Payne's gray. Payne's gray and gold. It's probably going to turn into kind of a greenish. And in order to mitigate that, now, where's my other little, oh, I didn't make it.
Oh, disclaimer. Miriam says it's a disclaimer, not a note. Will cause spattering. Yeah, I like, the shorts are great, like with the doodling business. I like those.
I really like this, and I'm really, you know, I'm not sure that my one back here is dry yet, but I want this to be a pull, a long pull. Because I'm going to turn it over and show it to you here in a minute. Crap.
Very nice. It's got crackle. It's got 2 different stencil designs in it. Right?
Yeah, you can see some of the original. Smaller. I mean, it's not, it doesn't scream at you. But remember, we'd really rather that they don't scream.
Yeah, the flowers are going to be the...
Okay, now, which one did I just put over there? Let's see if we can pull this one.
There's a lot of crackle in that.
Yeah. And that's okay.
And I don't think you waited long enough.
I didn't, but I must go on.
Oh.
I must go on.
Okay. The show must go on.
You don't understand what's going on here. I've got, okay, that's lovely. We'll get some, because this should still be ever so slightly wet, because remember that was an open paint.
I like the videos that, so if it's all music, then you can turn it off because it's not like you're going to miss anything. I get a little frustrated when it's music and talking, and then, so I don't know where I can, you know, turn up and down the sound, because I agree with you, I don't always love the music choice or whatever. But if I know it's all music, then I can just turn the sound off. In fact, a lot of times when I'm watching shorts, I don't ever have the sound on. And I read captions.
I read captions all the time because
She's loud.
I'm loud.
She needs it loud in order to hear it.
So I read captions.
She doesn't like wearing the headphones.
Makes my ears sweat.
Well,
Well, that's a nice silver.
Yeah, you really laid down that silver like a pro.
Didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's great. Plan B.
Okay.
Plan B. Well, I'll probably let that dry. Let's go to this other one. I don't care. I know that Totally Obliterated a really nice print, but I didn't want that print, so no worries.
You're not crying in
I'm
your
not
paint?
crying and weeping because...
Okay.
Let's see if we can get something off this. I think probably not, but nah, probably. Oh, a little bit.
Yeah?
Little bit. Okay. So...
Oh, that's smart.
What?
Devin watched a YouTube video where they put a little speaker symbol on the screen to signal that they were speaking. And then, like, there was music parts or whatever, because they kind of do the break between, like, you know, sometimes it's nice, especially if you're editing a video, that you have sped up sections, because, like, you don't need to see it 50 million times, or, you know, it's just something that you kind of want to show, but you want to see, like, oh, wow, that really does take a long time, but you don't need to see it, like, in real time. And so it's nice to put the music over it, because the other thing I don't really care for is when it is just dead silent, because then I'm like, am I missing something? Or, you know, because that usually trips me out. So I like there to be some little bit of, and usually that's why, like, they'll run music in the background very softly, and then you
Bump
put
it
the
up when
volume
they
up,
stop talking.
and then you know, but that takes a lot of editing. It's a lot of time.
Oh, yes, that's going to work. That's going to work. Knock that back enough. Now let's see here.
Oh yeah, and I have some of those on our channel. Just gonna be real
Well, we're
honest.
right down to the point where we can't do anything with this because it's not really dry and it's not really wet and it's in between. And let's see if we can pull this other one. Maybe a little bit soon, but that's just where we are today.
I like that.
Subtle.
Yes. And it kind of has a nod to a leaf pattern. Did you see that with kind of sort of veiny looking?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good point, Mariah.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. Okay, let's put this back down. And let's do some more. I'm digging this silver. I think this is kind of the unifying theme for the back. And I've got to look over here and see if I've got, okay, I've got one more I've got to do something with. So this might be, I might use this on this one. Oh, I feel it.
Yeah, exactly, Devin. I'm with you on that.
What?
Adding a little bit of music, because you don't want, like, and you don't necessarily have to be talking the entire time, but, like, having no sound or nothing, I think, you know, that gets tricky.
It is, but I think you also need to be very cognizant of your music because it needs to be something that is not...
Well, not everybody's going to be happy about that. I mean, we know that. Look at your paint. It's held the...
When this piece of paper is not completely dry, I'm probably asking for a disaster here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I will show it to you in a minute, but I gotta get...
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that I can get... some on this. Okay, not enough.
It's there though.
It's there. This is where it's really, really hard. I want to knock back the purple. I want to neutralize the purple. So I'm using the complement. And plus this, I still have a little bit of the silver out there, which is getting mixed in with this.
Right.
And we don't really care about that. We're good. Uh-oh. That's some stuck togethers there.
Wendy, we've talked about it. We can. It's an added service that we have to, turn on. But, let me know. Just email me or message me. And we might make that happen sooner rather than later. Mm-hmm. Looking good.
It has feelings of belonging. Okay. I've gone through everything. Now I'm going to put this aside, let this dry.
Okay.
And we've got that other one that's drying, so we can go ahead. All right, we saw this one.
I like that one a lot. You may still need to have to tap it back a little bit.
I may have to tap it back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm always in love with Eddie's videos, and I like his choice of music.
I definitely think that one doesn't need anything. This piece of paper is so heavy.
It's got about 20 layers on it. And I'm not joking. Y'all see the edge, right?
There's a lot of layers there. Very complex. Now this one has two.
The one you obliterated?
The one I obliterated. But you can still see it.
Well, flip it over.
When you turn it certain ways, can you see?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you can kind of see it more so from the back side. Well, actually, it's because it's catching the light.
When the light shines through it, you can.
There. That's pretty good.
So this may be, I might want to do something else, but I don't know. This might be another one that needs maybe just a little bit more of Payne's gray.
Yeah.
Something.
To kind of bring it back around.
Yes.
Or really to put those flowers a little further back.
Right. And I think that this might benefit from some purple.
Yeah. Yes. To then make it more cohesive with the others.
Yes. And I think this one's wonderful, just like it is. Okay, so let's go through and let's put them into piles. All right, we've agreed. This one is D-O-N-E.
You got about 30 minutes.
I think we didn't do it. We think this one needs some knocking back. Put that in this pile. We think this definitely needs a little work. Not a whole lot.
No.
Because we don't want to lose it. But we want the flower images to go away more. For right now, I'm leaving this just like it is, because here's the other thing. Remember when we put it on that black?
It's gonna...
I think the pattern is going to come through more. Here, let's just see.
Perhaps. It may happen when it soaks in. I don't know. You know what we should do is just test it on a little piece. If you're willing to give up a corner.
Well, yeah, I can. Okay. Well, I will put that in the maybe pile. Be careful.
Cheryl?
I like this just like it is.
And remember, these are purposefully not mono, what, my poor little brain. Come on, brain. Purposefully low contrast because they are backgrounds, hopefully for the back side of the book panels.
Right. And the reason I gave up on the idea of, you know, just putting strips, and I really think this one needs more. I don't like it. I think it needs richer color. I don't know about this one.
Deb says they also look purposefully shiny.
Yes, because remember I didn't use any shiny in my flowers. I'm leaving that as is. I can always come back in and do a bit of. Okay, I think this needs a bit more knocking back too.
Yeah.
Don't really know what to do about that. And what I may do is print on this side since the flowers are not as.
I think you should do it with gold.
And maybe do it with gold. And my one, this one, or this one. This would obliterate more of the flowers.
I think the other one. It's so trippy to look at that thing.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you.
Okay.
I think so. Well, everything I have over here has something on it, so we're just going to have to work with what's on it. Okay, that's great. Let's try some.
Because you already have that pattern down there, but I don't think you're gonna,
Rich espresso.
You're not going to get any of it.
Well, I don't know that I need to. If I'm working from the back side. Pardon me. Ooh, this paint just spatters.
Oh, well, it's a little more loosey-goosey, that's why. Gotta come at it slow. That is a Deco Arts, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Remember, I'm doing the back side of this one. The paper's stretched down.
The metallics, here, hold on.
And what I'm doing is I'm really rubbing this in, and it's going to leave an indentation mark on the on the paper. The paper's still kind of wet.
So it is the Deco Arts Dazzling Metallics in Rich Espresso.
Love
yes.
this. Love it, love it, love it. That was exactly what that needed. All right, we're going to pull this up, and we're going to slap this bad boy down. I think this may just be what it needs. I don't know. Got to remember to do something because I've got 2 sore fingers here from not using my Baron or a piece of paper from my.
Love it.
See?
Yep. And those flowers are still in there. Like,
they're still in there. And I think that they may show up more. And you know, I'm just going to keep going with that. I like that. Where's my... Oh, turn my cart.
yeah, I did.
Yes, this is Rich Espresso. I like this color a lot. It's not really gold and it's not really copper. It's in between.
Bronze.
It's bronze. Yeah. I like it.
But they went with espresso. Maybe they already have something else called bronze.
Yeah, I think they do. It's getting a nice little paper over here with
Yeah, your spatter and
batter and all kinds of good stuff on that. Okay, I'm going to
Hey, Charmaine.
try this again. My sister had a good friend named Charmaine in high school.
And welcome to those of you that are coming in. We have about 25 minutes or so hopefully you'll hang out with us. Do give those thumbsy upsies, and if you are new, subscribe to the channel. We very much appreciate it. We're about to do our big 6,000 subscriber giveaway as soon as that happens. And the way that you get entered for that is by coming back and leaving comments. The video starting from May 2nd to current until we hit the 6,000 subscribers that has the most comments on it, those are going to be the entries. Wow, that's very nice.
Just enough stuff that it's not totally...
I love those drawers too. Yes, and those of you that want to hang out with all of us, that means like many of these lovely folks that are here in the chat that hang out on Facebook, that is our group right there. Darcy had the Nightbot drop it in, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
yes, those would be very fantastic to wear to the disco.
What is it?
Those prints. Izzy had some pants, and actually she got some new pants for her birthday from her friend Kent. That are pink, that are
and
of
it
that,
was so funny. She was really kind of embarrassed.
I could tell. Yeah, she was like
when she opened them up. And,
yeah.
Oh, he is such a cute little boy.
He is. I think he's more into her than she is to him. But that's okay.
And they're so funny because they have this little thing Mariah says where they run. You tell it about.
They just
the
run
banana thing.
Yeah, they run around and yell banana at each other. We haven't all figured it out exactly,
but what he got, the other present that he got her.
Oh, they all had something to do with like, so there was a cute little monkey book that, you know, talked about bananas, and then his grandmother made her a little fanny pack that looks like a Chiquita banana. It even has the little label, little Chiquita banana thing on it. Super cute. They're very lovely people.
They are. And his little sister is the one that we give Izzy's hand-me-downs to.
Oh, and she loves it, which makes us happy too, because it's so nice to do that.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, to know that they're not going into a landfill, which a lot of used clothing, that's where it ends up, unfortunately. Okay, I went over the top of this one that we thought about.
Yeah.
And I think it was a good decision.
Okay.
Okay, let's go through all of them again. I'll just leave this on here, and I'll get a nice dry pull from this. So this could possibly be another background if I decide I don't want to use it. But I think I've got 8 here. We'll count them. Hopefully I've got 8. They're kind of like the pages in the book. Remember when we were...
Hey, I added 2 panels on the fly. We were at a point where it could be done.
It could be done. Yes. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3.
I don't know. A lot of Izzy's clothes are
4.
kind of like she's wearing them for a long time because we buy them big.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I love that one.
9. Yeah, but it's kind of the odd man out, and I may pull it. So I'm glad that I have.
Yeah.
Plus, I've got possibilities with the one back behind me.
All right. Well, what else?
Hopefully, by the next time we see you all, these will be glued down on the back. And then we can, because remember, the flowers on the back are all going to be flat. I think I only have 4 flowers, and you know how I'm about even numbers.
Yeah.
I might have to make some quick little, but you know what we do have that I might want to show?
What's that?
The surprise. Remember I did drawings?
I don't remember.
And I gave them to you, and you were going to make them.
Oh! She was getting scared.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, she's just lost them.
All
She's
right,
just
so
blown them off. She was having an allergy moment, and she just trashed them.
Sandy, are you here? Sandy Franklin. We're in process of working through, because she'd requested, she wanted some kind of way to reproduce or create similar flowers to what P has been working on. So we've got that worked out, and in the next stream, which will be Sunday, we will debut that. So that puts the pressure on me to get that done. But that's all I'm telling you right now.
Well, that could be what we do. I can use those to do some.
Oh, to create some of your.
Well, what I might do is go ahead and have some already, and we'll construct the flowers.
Okay.
On the live using those materials.
I love it.
And then that way, hopefully everything.
Hey, Anthony.
I don't know how I feel about, because I know that some of the edges of the flowers, like I'm thinking about the carnation, they stick up. They could get.
It'd really be awesome if you had something in the screen there to,
to
talk to or talk about or that. Yeah, those are the stencils we used today.
Got this one. This is a love. Look at this one. It's looking so good. I'm really. I know.
It's looking quite nice.
It's looking good on both sides. Look at that.
Oh no, I'm hopped up on the Allegra.
No, she hadn't been drinking. I've been drinking.
Yeah.
But it's 114 proof, but I add half water, so it's like.
What's half of that? 70.
I don't like to leave any because it drowns the flies. Yeah. I'm always seeing a little fly in there.
The gnats.
Okay, I'm just showing you some stencils that I have here on the cart.
Look at that one. Hey, by the way, remember that one's now available to everybody. It's no longer an exclusive.
Look at this. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful?
That one's by Darcy.
Let me get something.
That's peacock.
This is one of my favorite.
Oh, that looks really great.
But doesn't that look good with the black?
It does.
I should try printing some black and gold. I watch people do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Patty Tolly and Froyle.
Uh-huh.
She did some spray stuff. She did the gold and then sprayed
I just wished I liked my black tissue paper more better.
Well, no, like what she did is just used a regular tissue and then used like the black spray. You know, the licorice.
Uh-huh.
We've talked about this before.
I know, but I've tried using it, and I get that all over me, and it's just it doesn't come out in a day.
Yes, and Darcy did the wallflowers as well. Now this one's Jelly Shelly.
Yeah,
but that last one, that's peacock. Peacock squirrels, and that one's by Darcy.
And you can tell I've used it a lot.
And she's got some cool ones coming up too, by the way.
Ooh.
Just a little teaser.
What?
She has some really cool new ones coming out too.
Look at that.
As long as we can get things,
Yeah. Sometimes it's really hard for me to go ahead and. I think the reason I stopped printing on this is because I was like, God, I love that. I can't muck that up.
She needs a new stencil.
I need a new stencil.
What are you going to do with that one? I think that's the rule, is that you've got to have a plan and a project for the stencil.
Well, maybe I should use that on the front panel of the book.
Ooh.
I think just, here, let me get the book.
Yeah.
This is definitely thinking, you know, off the cuff here.
The third one below, that's the feathery eyes. And that one is still an exclusive right now.
Well, here's what I would like. I would like to have a border all the way around. Can you make me a stencil like that?
Well, then how are you going to get it like that?
How am I going to do that, Mariah? Can you take tape? Can you take that black tape and if we and do it all the way around? If we cut it to the size of the page, and then you can take that black tape so that it has a border all the way around. Don't you think that would look like super cool? I think it might be a total pain in the butt, but
oh, maybe.
But you could just flop it over, you know, bend it over. Bend it over. Bend it over.
I think we should go while we're ahead. We'll be back here on Sunday. Thank you to those of you that are hanging out and just, you know, chit-chatting with us and dealing with all of our craziness.
I've got it. If
okay,
we
what?
use... If I'm losing her.
I know. I may
If
need
we
it now.
use electrical texture tape, not the slick stuff. Electrical texture tape.
Oh, you mean like electric
tape. I know, that's what it's called. It's the kind that you wrap around your thing so you don't get electrocuted when you're shoving the parts up into the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
I know about these things, Mariah.
I know. You supervise these things.
I think it's the perfect width because then if you half it, it would be this almost exact same width of border.
I shall think about this. I think that why don't you
this is the side I want
here's
to
the
use.
other idea. Why don't we just cut it down to where it doesn't have any, you know, cut all of the border off of it, or cut it to the size less a 1/4 inch all the way around, and then it will appear to have a border.
Well, that's kind of the easy way out.
It seems like the most logical, yes. Some people call it the easy way out, but some call it the logical one. These are thoughts.
I want my border.
Yeah, it totally would happen.
But I really want a physical feeling border.
Okay. A little ridge around it.
I want a little ridge around it, almost like a frame.
Well, we could even cut a frame and then inlay stencil A.
Being a smart ass.
All right, we're going. We're out of here. Thank you guys so much once again. You know, we're gonna really end it this time. Just, you know, we had 2 starts. We might as well have 2 ends.
Yeah, well, we need to turn off the sound in the first ending.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you back here on Sunday. Do give those thumbsy upsies. Come back, leave those comments. I'm real interested in what those comments are going to be on this one, because, woo, that beginning. Alrighty, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.